I will aid you as best I can. I think I can get there safely.
Here. For the greater good.
I am ready.
Hello, sweetheart. Of course.
With faith, we may triumph.
Tell me.
I must have courage. You cannot break me!
Yes, yes.
Manus, potentis,
I will aid you as best I can. I will wait for you here. My courage shall not falter before you!
I'll see to that.
Here. Agreed.
I am ready. I will go on ahead.
Don't be shy. I'll see to that. So unclean. Come on, that's not a bad plan.
Tell me.
Hello, sweetheart. That's not a bad plan. Of course. Know any games we can play? Of course. Don't be shy. I promise this won't take long. I agree.
Free my people. Astrolabe. Worlds. Twirls. Free my people. Astrolabe. Worlds. Twirls. Greetings, adventurers. Pardon me while I gather my thoughts. Who are you, and what has just come to pass? Indeed you have, noble adventurers. It must have taken great courage and strength to make it as far as you did, let alone restore some balance to my thoughts. I am eternally in your debt. But surely you did not come to the hand of the Seldarine on a whim. Tell me what it is you seek. You wish to learn what came to pass within the hand of the Seldarine. Very well. There is much to tell. Shall I start with the time of prosperity, the betrayal, or our darkest hour? In light of the greater threat of the orcish and goblin hordes of the north, we elves allied ourselves with the dwarves. The alliance was a desperate one, but it was either that or fall to the dark hordes. As both races prospered from our mutual cooperation, we furthered our bonds by creating powerful artifacts and weapons. Delicate dwarven craftsmanship, combined with ancient elven magic, yielded items of great power and unsurpassed beauty. With the unity of our two races wielding the magical benefits of our labor, the hordes were easily kept in check. Our cooperation continued, and we prospered in harmony for many decades. Until the betrayal. You will need to be patient, as this is a bitter subject for me. A great debate ensued with our dwarven allies regarding the magic items created by our union. It seems the greed inherent in all dwarves could not be contained. They wanted to begin selling our magic items to the other settlements in the north. Preposterous, I told them, to allow others access to these artifacts, all for the sake of profit. I was appalled, but not surprised. Dwarves cannot resist their selfish nature for long. My people and I were adamant that the humans were not to have any access to any magical artifacts. After many months of debate, the dwarves conceded, and we thought the issue done. Then, a day came that marked the fate of both races. Our forces encountered what we thought another typical group of the orc and goblin hordes. What should have been an easy battle turned out to be a hard-fought victory. For they were using artifacts and weapons created by the Alliance. Furious, we questioned the dwarves about this. No elf would ever give our greatest treasures to a hated enemy. The dwarves, of course, denied our accusations. In honor of our alliance through the decades, we extended our trust further and tried to come to some solution. We were fools to believe we could coexist with these rock-eaters. Any and all discussions just turned into open argument and further accusations. Did the dwarves think we'd be stupid enough to assume that the artifacts just magically appeared in the Horde's camps? As to be expected, open conflict broke out. The decades of friendship and prosperity ended that day. The Alliance was no more. On that day, the elves of the Hand of the Seldarine were alone against the dwarves and the goblinoid hordes. You wish to learn what came to pass within the Hand of the Seldarine? Very well. There is much to tell. Shall I start with the time of prosperity, the betrayal, or our darkest hour? You have returned. As simple as that question is, I do not have an answer. Perhaps there are other elves here that need my help to return to Arvindor. Maybe there is something else I need to resolve in order to complete my punishment. You have returned. My beloved daughter. I see you are thorough in your search of the Hand. The last entries describe her resolve to find a way to reforge the union with those accursed dwarves. I never saw her again. Fools! Can you not discern it with your own mind? Those dwarves committed the worst atrocity knowing its impact on me. They murdered my daughter. For that, I will never forgive them. For the punishment I suffered for my arrogance and pride, Labelas be damned if he thinks I will forgive them for what they did. I would stay in this cursed form, never to see Arvindor, if it meant I could make the dwarves pay for their crime. Leave now! I will not speak of this anymore. You have returned. Very well. As legend states, the Heartstone Gem is an ancient artifact from a time long forgotten. Its most notable owners were the druids of Kuldahar before one within their circle stole the gem. It was thought forever lost, until now. The Heartstone gem contains powerful scrying abilities that can divine the affairs of people throughout the realms. There are only a few within the land who know how to release its powers. I am one of them. With that said, what is it you seek to learn from the Heartstone gem? Then you will have what you seek. Hand me the Heartstone gem.
Freed from the shackles of his tormented mind, the cursed elven lord was at last able to assist the heroes in their quest. Handing over the Heartstone gem, the party stood back and watched Larrel begin his divination. With the artifact raised before him, clutched tightly in his skeletal hands, the undead sorcerer peered intently into the gem as he whispered a series of strange chants and incantations. A spark of light briefly flashed within the gem, as if a ray of sunlight had caught upon its surface. And suddenly, reflected within the mirrored facets of the stone, there appeared an image of a statue. The statue was clearly a monument of sorts, depicting an elf and a dwarf sitting side by side on a dual throne.
Even if Labelas' curse had taken my eyesight, I would still recognize that hole. What you have seen is Dorn's Deep, den of the betrayers. In here is where the wretched dwarves hollowed out their home. Be warned if your journey takes you there. If any of the dwarves remain, expect no quarter, for they will give none. Believe none of their lies, as they will all lead to treachery. If you do decide to venture forth to that dwarven vestige of evil, then I will mark its location on your map. Also, I have the power to take you there if you wish. You have returned.
I agree. I promise this won't take long. Of course. Of course. Of course. Hello, sweetheart. Know any games we can play? Don't be shy. Come on. Hello, sweetheart. Know any games we can play? Don't be shy. Come on. Hello, sweetheart. What do we have here? Oh, it's you. You seem like a decent sort. Indulge my curiosity. Hello, sweetheart.
Here. Tell me.
Know any games we can play? That's not a bad plan. Of course. Don't be shy. Come on. Fine. I agree.